Welcome back to Black Betty Dirty Hands. This week we're pressing on with sheeting in the inside of the shed. Nothing fancy, just 3mm MDF. Yeah, it's a bit wavy and it's not perfect, but don't worry, we have a plan that will turn that wobble into character. We also kick off the build of our tote storage system. This is basically just a beefed up bench that will hold 2 totes underneath and 2 on top. Originally we were going to do a full sliding wall of totes, but let's be honest, this shed is also going to be the party barn, and a bench is way more flexible than a bunch of totes. As always, it's powered chaos with a dash of sawdust, so sit back, relax, as there's nothing to it but to do it.
Whoa, Black Betty, dirty hands, building dreams, working the land. From the yard to the workshop floor, fix it, grow it, always more. Whoa, Black Betty, dirty hands, that's who I am.
So we pick up right where we left off last week. This time the goal was to sheet most of the back wall, so we could finally start building our benches. There's nothing fancy about the sheeting, it's pretty straightforward. Hold up the sheet, line it up, chuck a screw in, move on to the next one. Now, one of the issues I knew we were going to run into was that the sheets were more likely going to be wavy where the edges meet. MDF doesn't always play nice over the long run, but I'd anticipated that, and the plan was to always run some cover strips over the joins. That way we get a cleaner finish and it adds a bit more character rather than just having a blank flat wall. Now as for the benches, we're using 35 by 70mm pine framing, with legs spaced evenly out to allow totes to slide in between. For the bench top, we're using yellow tongue particle board. The side bench gets ripped in half, which will give us a 400mm wide workspace, and the rear bench is left at the 800mm. It's all pretty straightforward on this structure. We just screw it together. To fix the whole thing to the shed, we run metal screws into the frame, solid and ready for action. One of the final details we did was use a router and trimmed the bench top down so we didn't have any sharp edges.
Mindy's pacing, stomping around, wants form work done before sun hits the ground. He's got the level, he's got the chalk, but Jubs won't even bother to talk. In a chair with an empty coffee cup, Jubs ain't moving till that brew's topped up. You want action, you wanna win, no noise till 9. And this second coffee kicks in, not before my second cup. That's how I start, how I waking up. You can't sweep, can't dig, you can't even make a peep. Cause at Black Betty there's only one rule: we keep no bang, no clang till the clock hits 9. You value your life while I value the grind. When the coffee's kicked and the boots are laced, Jubs gets going, no time to waste. But not before my second cup.
Minty dropped the rake in the compost bin, tried to fix the pump, now it won't spin. Posse's yelling, who moved my seeds, while Mrs. Black Betty's out wrangling weeds. A chook got loose and made for the shed. Jubs just blinked and shook his head, said, "I'll sort it out, just give me a tick, let me finish this brew, then I'll move quick."
Not before my second cup. That's how I start, how I waking up. You can't sweep, can't dig, you can't even make a peep. Cause at Black Betty there's only one rule: we keep no bang, no clang till the clock hits 9. You value your life while I value the grind. When the coffee's kicked and the boots are laced, Jubs gets going, no time to waste. But not before my second cup. The to-do list taped to the fridge again. It's longer now than it's ever been. Fix the gate, paint the frame, clear the drain, check the tank, clean the ute, oil the chain. But I sit back, not in a rush, sip my brew and ignore the fuss. Cause once I'm up, I don't sit down, so I take my moment before I own the crown. The mower won't start, but it's full of fuel. The chooks got into Dad's shed stool. The flamingos falling from the fence again.
And Minty's rewiring things without a plan. But I don't flinch, I just hold my cup. No stress, no drama till I've topped up. 'Cause once that brew kicks in just right, I'm a cyclone in boots from morning to night.
Not before my second cup. That's how I start, how I waking up. You can't sweep, can't dig, you can't even make a peep. 'Cause at Black Betty there's only one rule we keep: no bang, no clang till the clock hits 9. You value your life while I value the grind. When the coffee's kicked and the boots are laced, jobs gets going, no time to waste. But not before my second cup. But not before my second cup.
And that's another weekend of progress inside the shed. The walls are up, the benches are taking shape, and it's finally looking like a usable space. Thanks for watching. If you're into DIY, homesteading, chickens, or just appreciate a bit of powered chaos, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. And now for this week's Dirty Truth. Sometimes the smartest move on a job site is to stop and let the coffee do the thinking. See you on the next one.